a little something warm and strong to start the conversation. Hey, welcome to the very first episode of the Sip and Speak podcast. I'm your host, Samantha J, and I am so excited to finally launch this space with you. This podcast has been simmering in my heart for a while now, and today we're pouring it out. So if you're listening while walking, driving, working, or sipping your favorite beverage too, thank you. You're in the right place. Our last Sip and Speak social was overflowing. The energy, the stories, the bravery, it was something else. The truth is, it was too good to keep in one room. So here we are. This podcast was created to extend the power of that event, to take the essence of Sip and Speak and give it legs, wings, and Wi-Fi. You asked for more, and I knew I had to give it. This is where we'll continue the conversation because we all need a place where we can grow, speak up, and stretch into the next version of ourselves. And let me tell you, that starts with confidence. Confidence to try, confidence to ask, confidence to tell your story, even if your voice shakes a little. So, what's this podcast all about? Every week, you can expect either a guest who's changed the trajectory of their life or career by tapping into the power of confidence and communication. And trust me, some of these stories will blow your mind. Or a solo episode like this one, where I'll drop bite-sized confidence nuggets you can put into practice right away. Think how to calm your nerves before a big presentation, what to say when you feel unprepared, how to sound more confident even when you don't feel it yet, how to speak with authority, presence, and purpose no matter who's in the room. We're going to talk about real stuff, things you can actually use, because this isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about being brave. If we're just meeting for the first time, let me properly introduce myself. I'm Samantha J. a confidence and communication skills coach, national news anchor, voiceover artist, event host, and mentor to emerging speakers and professionals. I've spent decades in front of the camera, behind the mic, and center stage, but my real passion is helping you find your voice and use it well. I run public speaking masterclasses and offer private one-on-one coaching for individuals and teams who want to show up with more confidence and communicate like leaders. And yes, you can sign up for both directly on my website, samanthajbest.com. If you've ever wanted to feel good about speaking up, we'll do it together. And this podcast is just the beginning. You'll notice I start every episode with a sip of something. Today it's coffee, smooth, bold, and comforting. Why? Because I love rituals. And that tiny pause, that moment of warmth before the words, it reminds me to be present. It also mirrors what happens when we gather. We sit, we sip, and then we speak. We open up. But for now, just know that the sip is a signal. We're settling in, and something meaningful is about to be said. Now let's talk about you. This podcast is going to feature everyday people doing extraordinary things. People who aren't necessarily famous, but who've made bold moves because they chose to speak up. That could be you. If you've had a breakthrough moment, big or small, where confidence shifted your path, I want to hear from you. Maybe you gave a speech at your company. Maybe you pitched an idea that got greenlit. Maybe you finally told your truth and started living it. Head to the link in my bio or visit samanthajbest.com to apply to be a guest. I'm looking for honest stories, real voices, and that spark of bravery that others can learn from. You don't have to be polished or perfect, just open and willing. Let's light someone else's fire with your story. Before we wrap, I want to remind you why we're here. Confidence changes everything. It's not just a slogan, it's a way of life. I've seen it time and time again. When someone finds their voice, they find their power. They speak up at work. They lead teams. They pitch businesses. They change rooms. They change lives. They change themselves. That's the kind of shift I want for you. And it starts here with this podcast, with this moment, with one tiny sip of belief. So here's what I need you to do. Subscribe to this podcast so you never miss an episode. Share this with someone who needs a confidence boost. Tag me on Instagram at samanthaj.best and use hashtag sip and speak. Tell me what your sip of the day is. And if you want to be a guest or join one of my classes, visit samanthajbest.com. This is just the beginning, and I am so honored you're here at the start. So until next time, keep showing up, keep speaking up, and never forget, confidence changes everything. See you soon.